Y'all on some silly juice for this. Just say you can't form your own opinion and you have zero media literacy. So-called free thinkers when Euphoria drops. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're back talking about Euphoria, the best show on TV. Episode 2 is out, and it's even better. The plot thickens, there's more ass, tits, frickin' Cal Jacobs. Let's run through it. Alright, so let's start by talking about Maddie, because she starts the episode. We get a brief little flashback to how she got her manager position. And totally doesn't work like that in real life. That lady would have screamed security. But hey, let her cook. She hits the manager lady, her future boss, mind you, with this crazy pitch on why she should hire her. And hey, that's only gonna work if you got Maddie levels of charisma, so don't get any ideas. So everyone's heading down LA to pursue their dreams of content creation. Like it's the great pirate era and they're setting out to find the One Piece or something. You want my following? You can have it. I left all my passwords in one place. Oh shit, wrong audience. Okay, the show has got to get all meta by incorporating the pandemic into this story. I feel like we didn't need this and the show could have just taken place in some sort of alternate reality without the fucking virus and high schoolers can buy alcohol. And we have Dylan Reed instead of Dylan O'Brien. Not saying it was bad that they had this. I think it was done in a pretty clever way, and it did have a lot to say about the current social climate. But I just don't really like references to reality in my show, which is supposed to be a reflection of reality. Sue me. Anyways, back to Maddie. She gets set up managing Dylan O'Brien, but she sees this totally untapped market, and she also starts managing this blonde girl and starts beginning her career as an Instagram model. She was clearly cooking with this idea, but her manager is all like, no, she does porn, and makes her cut the blonde girl off as a client. We later find out that this girl made $700,000 in 1 month from her thirst traps. I'm sure Maddie feels pretty bad. Should have trusted her instinct. These boomers are here to touch and have no idea what the kids want to see these days. Oh, her name's Caitlin, not just the blonde girl. Okay, we pick back up with Rue as she's been tasked by Alamo to cover up the body of the girl who died from a fentanyl overdose. We also find out this dude Wayne is a fucking idiot, because how do you forget to clean the scale? That's like drugs 101. But now we know there wasn't any malicious intent from Lori's crew. Bro was just a dumbass. Lori and Alamo have an exchange over the phone, and Alamo declares that he'll be taking Rue to make up for the dead girl, which Lori is not happy about and calls him a pig. So Rue ends up working for Alamo, and her next job after body disposal is to help run one of his
5 of the dirtiest, most delectable strip clubs in the state of California.
Bro's also pissed about being called a pig. Like he's still seething about it days later. And I mean fair. Pig is one of the most fucked up things you can call someone. You ever been called a pig before? Well, your boy has. So I certainly relate to Mr. Alamo's frustration. A pig's a filthy animal and they eat their own shit. The pig stuff is going to be important, I swear. I mean, not like I hate pigs or anything. Bacon's good. Pork chops are good. Hell, they can even be kind of cute. Just like, I don't want to be compared to one. That's what I'm saying. But back to Rue. She's excelling at her strip club job. She's clearly good at it, and she enjoys it. She even smashes one of the strippers, this girl named Angel. This is the same strip club that the dead girl worked at. Her name was Tish, so I'll stop referring to her as the dead girl. The other strippers are worried and have no idea what happened to her, because she's dead. Angel is particularly very upset by her disappearance. Maybe they were in love. Maybe they were just really good friends. But she's clearly very distraught, so Rue is eventually put in a situation where she feels like she must tell the truth about Tish and tells Angel that she overdosed. Just that, though. Didn't need to overcomplicate it with the people who I used to work for laced her shit. No one needed all that, and I'm sure that would have just put her in a much more awkward situation. This revelation breaks Angel, and we are slowly seeing her descent into depression. She's acting crazy and abusing mad drugs. It's like a parallel of how Rue would have been in the earlier seasons. But this time, she's the one taking care of Angel. I thought this was pretty neat. Rue sympathizes with her and does her best to try to help. But I mean, you can only do so much in these kind of situations. Eventually, she's got to go back to her boy Alamo. And he says that she's either got to go to rehab or he'll kick her to the curb. And he's even going to pay for the rehab. So, isn't he such a good guy?
I'm the motherfucking king of pussy.
So, Rue takes her there and plays the role of the supportive friend slash mother figure, just how her mom tried to do for her in the earlier seasons. The rehab place was mad sketch, and I have a sneaking suspicion that Angel's dead. Hopefully not, though. She was bad. It would be a tragedy. But yeah, it seems like Rue's enjoying her new gig. Like, she seems to be excelling at it. Strip club seems fun. Good for our girl. Alrighty, Trouble in Paradise. We get to see a bit more of Cassie's creative endeavors. Like that super aesthetically pleasing shot of her wrapped in the American flag from the trailer. It's just a wet t-shirt though, so less cool. Still goes hard though. Ice cream titties and the baby outfit, which had everyone in an uproar. So the thing about the baby outfit, yeah, it's weird as fuck. It's supposed to be weird. It's commentary on how we trade our morality for wealth, fame, and power. Just listen to how she tries to justify it to her friend at the party later in the episode. She sounds crazy trying to justify it, and that's the point. Cassie's already gone way off the deep end in a weird fetish content because there's a market for it. And I don't think she fully realizes what she's doing and how she is portraying herself. I think Cassie is supposed to be a cautionary character, showing how trading our values for our desires will ultimately be our downfall. She even ends up reaching out to Maddie to help with her OnlyFans, but frames it as her trying to reconnect. But it's pretty clear she's just trying to use her. But Maddie doesn't play like that. She clearly sees through it. She waited for a ring to clear her conscience. I'm sure she does not have positive feelings toward Cassie or Nate, and Cassie is essentially giving her a golden opportunity to get back at both of them. And she's probably going to stir some shit up here. Maddie's cool as fuck, I gotta say it. Loki stole the show this episode. I think it was cool how her and Rue are still chilling. Maddie imitating Cassie with the whole titty cry face gesture, and Rue going like, "Round 2, baby," was a peak interaction.
What? Round 2, baby? Ding, ding, ding!
I swear the two of them basically had zero connection in the previous seasons. Like, I swear the only time they actually interacted was when Rue exposed Cassie about fucking Nate, and
How
Maddie
long have you
asked
been
more
fucking
information. Maybe I'm wrong, but I swear this was the only time they interacted in the first 2 seasons. But they're tight now, and that's pretty awesome. So back to Cassie and Nate. I don't think they like each other very much. Cassie wants her dream life, and Nate just wants his hot blonde wife with big titties. But it doesn't seem like they really have much desire for each other, and more so, just want this idealized version of each other. I'm starting to get the feeling Nate is not as rich as he tries to come off. He's out here taking loans, which is more than likely going to bite him in the ass later. I've seen the trailer. His house and assets also seem to be significantly more luxurious than the Jacobs family crib in previous seasons. Not saying they weren't rich, but it was more like higher class suburbia. Now they live in a whole ass mansion. If he's mostly inheriting his dad's wealth, then why is his lifestyle such an insane step up? Something to think about. Doesn't add up. I'm also starting to think they should just call off the wedding. Not like they should break up or anything, but maybe having this extravagant wedding when there's all these debt collectors on their asses isn't the best idea. But bro is not going to be honest and tell his bride-to-be about the debt he's in. It's probably going to lead to some bad places. Hate to see it. Yeah, super glad to see best boy Cal back in the picture. Glad he was able to avoid jail. Free my boy, he did nothing wrong. All he wanted to do is plow some boy butt. You're really going to condemn him for that? I guess he did do the nasty with an underage Jules. But bro didn't know. She probably lied about her age on the dating app. I mean, I guess his biggest mistake was not fact-checking her. But yeah, there's not too much to say about Cal. I'm glad he's back. He is the best character in the series. And I'm hoping there's going to be a lot of him this season. You gotta remember he was a pitcher, not a catcher. That's going to go in the treasure trove of other peak Cal Jacobs lines. Up there with I eat what I kill. Yeah, you know, Cal's fucking awesome. And I feel like this is a good segment to add in. There hasn't been any dicks yet this season. That's a strange change up for Euphoria. That was kind of like its signature thing. Not like I want to see dick, I'm just kind of noting it.
I eat what I kill.
And to bring it back around to the drug dealer plot, we get to watch Chloe Cherry get fucked. Could have went to Orange YouTube for that, but it's pretty welcome here. She is a true master of her craft, we'll say. Unfortunately, sexy time is interrupted by a pig loose in the house. Alamo got to get his revenge for that pig insult. I'm wondering how they got the pig inside. Did Lori's crew leave the door unlocked? Were they just fiddling around in the yard and took a pig out of Lori's pig pen? So many questions. So much intrigue. I mean, I told you guys that pig thing was going to come back. We get reintroduced to Jules again this episode. It's very abrupt and out of nowhere. That's why I almost forgot to record this section. There's essentially no build up to her coming back. Rue is just randomly there to meet her at her apartment. Honestly, the most unrealistic thing about this show is how these characters are able to afford these luxury homes. I guess some rich dude paid for it, so it kind of makes sense for Jules here. Her boyfriend is some rich guy with a family, and Rue kind of grills her for being a sugar baby, and she hits her with the classic, I don't think people are meant to be monogamous. I mean, speak for yourself, Jules, maybe you're just a slut. I ain't slut shaming or anything, like pick your poison. Jules was definitely giving Rue some mixed signals at the end of the last episode. Are they going to get together? I think it would be better if not, but I doubt it. Of course, they're going to do something. She was giving Rue some mixed signals at the end of the episode with like, oh, you just expect things to be the same. But then she's like inviting her to go take a bath together. I bet you they're going to get freaky in there. So are they going to get together again? Are they going to play hoops? I think it would honestly be better if they didn't get back together, but I mean, obviously they're going to. All right, so prediction time for later on in this season. I think the wedding's going to be next episode, but I bet you it's going to go poorly. I'm thinking every character's going to be there, so it's probably going to be a super rich and juicy episode. I think Nate is going to have some issues with Mr. Debt Collector soon. We saw him getting his ass beat in the trailer, so I'm pretty worried about that. But hey, solid episode. I want the next one now. I can't wait any longer. Alright, well thanks for watching, gang. Peace.